Alright, so I'm just hitting all kinds of challenges with this tonight. Apparently my phone ran out of space, so I had to go delete a bunch of useless junk. But we'll make this a two-part video, and I'll either piece it together or I'll probably just upload both pieces separately, and we'll see how that goes. Next time I'll know. Make sure it has enough memory. See, this is what I'm talking about. You got to practice at it and work at it and find out where your obstacles are. We now know with making these videos to have enough space on the phone to do it. Anyways, I apologize for any inconvenience, but let's get right back to it. When you're picking your pack, here's some things you want to look for. Make sure, if you can, if this is what you like, that it has a waist belt. I love these waist belts because they take a lot of the weight off your shoulders and they displace it across your hips. And it gives you, not just more comfortable, but it gives you more options. When you're hitting miles, beyond what you're used to carrying, you can hunch over a little bit more and shift this thing up onto your hips and let it ride there for a while and give your shoulders a break. Next, don't make sure they don't cheat you on the shoulder padding. You see, I got a lot of shoulder padding going on. And yeah, it makes for more weight, but it makes for more comfort, and you got to be able to hoof this thing. I've got plenty of stuff attached to it, and there might be more, but I mean, it's not bells and whistles stuff. It's stuff you're going to want, and this is made to go on it. I've got these pouches. Sorry, my tent's sticking out right now. I got it a new bag today, and we're going to put it away later because, see, again, something I learned from my camping trip testing this stuff. The tent was great. The bag it came with is not. But my personal recommendation is right here in a large external frame pack. Now, some drawbacks it does kind of suffer from is that since you can attach things to the outside, and you're meant to be with groups of soldiers, but never mind that. Since you can attach things to the outside, the inside is kind of a black hole bag, as we call it. But I'll show you some ways I overcome that later, aside from these pouches here and everything on the outside. Again, that one could probably make a pretty decent bug out bag for one person, but I personally wouldn't go that way. I'm going to go for my pack. I'm also going to try and defeat redundancy to keep it to a minimum. I myself am kind of an overpacker. I'm kind of redundant about things, but you're going to be on certain things. Food, water, fire. You're going to have like 4 methods for starting a fire at minimum. It's going to be fun. But this is my personal recommendation right here. Or something similar. If you go to the sporting goods shops, if you have kids, and you don't want to pack a stroller, they make bags this size, but they cut down on some of your space to where your kid can like ride in between bag and frame in a little metal seat of their own that's kind of cushioned. I think that's kind of cool, but that's just not a good option for me. But so this has been my first lesson here, and I hope I didn't forget anything. But these are, that's the first thing you got to pick is the bag. Go to the stores, try it on, see how it fits, see how it carries. Picking the wrong thing could just not work out well for you, and it'll dishearten you too if you can't take it back and you have to remake the investment. But with these packs, like I said, you got to look at everything. This here has a great carry system so that you can tighten it and loosen it and everything. It's got plenty of room to attach extra space if you need it. It's got a lot of shoulder padding. It's got the waist belt. Again, you're going to want that waist belt. I almost guarantee it. But that's just some things to consider. That is not a good idea. You're going to rip a strap or something. And plus, that is the ultimate black hole bag. One thing about these military MOLLE packs, let me say that, is you have an option when packing. This is another thing that helps it defeat its black hole. Is you see here, these straps, which close the top. I'll just go ahead and undo them so you can see. This is part of how the top closes, but these straps come all the way down to the bottom here. And there's a third one that secures this. And this is meant to be a sleeping unit keeper. It's in the bag, and there are zippers inside of it that allow you to section and compartmentalize this off, but I don't. I just pack mine to where stuff that I could need immediately that is not carried on my person and everything. See, like my sleeping bag and some clothes there, a couple of changes of socks, I can get to without going through the top of this bag. And I think that is that's gravy. That's something you want. You can find these bags at most surplus stores. Well, I've got it open. Let's look at some more things about it. See here, it's got a nice little pocket up top for other things that you could need quickly. I keep maps and compass. I keep a lot of those in here too. A lot of stuff, little things, fire starters, medicine, anything I don't want to open my pack for that's not on my body is in that butt pack right there that I've attached to the top. And here we got maps, we got a can opener, we have a Bible, if that's your thing. and a couple of little things to keep me from going crazy, but you don't want to worry too much about that. Just, you know, here it is. Stuff I could need super quick, stuff I need on top, and stuff that I could need to set up shop without digging everything out of this bag. Those are a lot of reasons I think this is a great choice. Let's just go ahead and open this one up since we're into it. Again, I'm sorry that I am disjointed and ramble when I do this. I want to make sure we don't miss anything. Where are the zippers? So when this thing lays out, and I mean it's kind of like a mini ruck itself. I'm sorry you can't see me at the moment I'm opening it. See, it opens up very well, and it's got this huge main compartment. On the inside of it, it's got straps for you to lock down things. So if you had to put your clothes here and then other stuff in front of them, you could secure your clothes and everything not go rolling. You also want to think about waterproofing, but we'll get into that later. I don't worry about the bag being 100% weather resistant because we're going to make the stuff inside weather resistant. And see here you got smaller compartments for putting certain things if you need to. And then there's more up here, you know how it goes, pencil cases, meshing. It's even got a few molly loops. This is a very good choice actually for one person. It straps up, and even better, it's got lots of straps on the outside to secure itself so the weight's not flopping everywhere, if you know what I mean. Like you get it packed and you tighten it down. But these are the bags that I have, and these are what I rely on. I suggest you find what works for you based on what I've told you and what research you do on your own, and just go from there. I want everybody to be safe, and I want everybody to be prepared, and I hope that you've learned something here, and we'll have another video soon. I'll give it a few days so you can start thinking about your bag. But as you can see, I go for this large sucker here, and even when my wife returns from deployment, I'm still going to use this bag. It's just she'll take certain things, and I'll have room for others to help us. It's all supplemental. But anyways, I thank you for bearing with me through almost 20 minutes of video here and listening to me ramble. It's Brandon Bledsoe from the 3 Percenters Club, Tennessee. Oh, speaking of which, we have our wonderful and beautiful 3 Percenters Club shirt that came in today. I want everybody to see that I'm wearing that. But yes, this has been from the 3 Percenters Club, Tennessee. Lesson 1 on bugging out. Have a good night.